Hello everybody. Now we are going to solve a problem from Fundamentals of Electric Circuits by Alexander and Sadiku's 5th edition. This is practice problem number 9.5 and we are asked to find the sinusoids corresponding to this phasors. And so the phasors are given and we need to express it in the form of sinusoids. Suppose these type of conversions are asked, phasors to sinusoids or sinusoids to phasors, we need to know about these three formulas only. So if you know about these three formulas, then immediately we can go for the conversion. So let's start with the first one, that is V is equal to minus 25 angle 40 degree in volts, right? So actually in this case of this phasor and all, if you have this negative sign, minus sign, then we assume that it is in the form of minus cos x. Okay, this format will be preferred. Usually we prefer to have only the cosine format. Okay, so if it is minus, then we should go for this formula, right? Okay, so now we are going to write it as V is equal to this 25 is the R. Because of this minus sign, we are going to write it as cosine of or cos of this x value is what? Simply the omega t plus what it is also representing this angle here. Okay, so it is 40 plus or minus this 180 degree. So you should know that this x is nothing but this one. Okay, omega t plus 40 degree. Then in addition to that, we have this plus or minus 180 degree. So now we can rewrite this as 25 cos of omega t. 40 degree plus 180 means it becomes 220, or we have the second format as 25 cos of omega t. 40 minus 180 means it becomes minus 140. So this is the answer for this. This is the way of representing this sinusoid from this phasor. So this is your answer. Now moving on to the second part, that is this B. Now moving on to the second part, that is this B. Their I is given as J into 12 minus J5 amperes. So this is actually available in rectangular form. Okay, so this rectangular form can be expanded as J12, simply multiply it. Okay, J12 minus J square into 5. J square is minus 1, isn't it? You know that this J square is equal to minus 1. Already minus is there, so minus of minus is plus. So plus 5, this much ampere. Or I can rewrite this as real part plus imaginary part. Okay, so 5 plus J12 amps. So now this is in rectangular form, but we need to write it in polar form, right? Okay, so we need to go for that conversion. So using your calculator, you can do the conversion. So in the calculator, if you press shift and then one polar is there, within that bracket you have this square bracket, that is squares are available. So into this square you can put this the real part 5, and in here you can type the 12. Then you will be getting the answer in the form of polar as 13 angle 67.38 degrees. This is what we get in the polar format. Okay, so this is available, this one is available in the rectangular form, and we convert it into polar form using the calculator by pressing these keys. Okay, so you got it now. So once you got the phasor in the polar form, we can easily convert it into sinusoid, right? So it can be written as small I, that is equal to this 13 is your R, so it is 13 into cos of this omega t plus 67.38 degrees in amperes. So this is your answer. Okay, thank you, hope you have understood.